welcome back to another video. So today I am going to be reviewing the Hask Curl Care line. This was a video that was requested by quite a few people, so I will be trying out their shampoo, their conditioner, the 5-in-1 leave-in spray, and their curl defining cream, the curl enhancing mousse, and the curl shaping jelly. And if you're new here, my name is Michelle. I'm a licensed hairstylist with over 20 years of experience. And on this channel, I use those 20 years of experience to help you have healthy, happy hair. So let's go ahead and get into this review. I have already shampooed my hair with the moisturizing shampoo. And so this shampoo, when it's in the bottle, it smells kind of tropical and like coconutty, but then when I was using it on my hair, it had a mentholated smell to it, which I'm not thrilled about because now my whole entire bathroom kind of smells mentholated and my hair smells mentholated. I don't know that they have menthol in there. I didn't see it on the ingredients, but I can definitely smell something that smells like that. I don't like menthol. So I'm kind of hoping that this will eventually go away because right now it's really unpleasant. I am not liking it at all. And then as far as how well the shampoo performed, it left my hair feeling clean. So my scalp feels clean, my hair feels clean, but I don't think that it really felt moisturizing. My hair didn't feel stripped. However, it did feel kind of dry and tangly, and normally shampoos don't make my hair feel like that. And I do even have some moisturizing shampoos that are so moisturizing, I can actually detangle with the shampoo. The Wedad Oil Nourishing or Nourishing Oil Shampoo is one of those, and you can just glide your fingers right through it. And I certainly don't expect shampoos to be like that, and I didn't expect that from this one at all. But I also don't want it to feel like it's really dry and tangly either. So overall, the shampoo is not a big hit for me, like right out of the gate, because of the smell and then the fact that it made my hair feel a bit dry and tangly and not at all moisturized. It's a no-go for me on the shampoo for sure. And now the detangling conditioner does live up to its name. I had a decent amount of slip, and after putting that in, my hair definitely feels better. It no longer feels like it's really dried out and tangly like the shampoo left it. So I'm happier with the conditioner, and the conditioner does smell more like kind of tropical coconutty smell versus the menthol that I smelled in the shampoo. So I like the conditioner so far. I think that it's a pretty decent conditioner. However, like I said, the shampoo is an absolute no for me. It's important to note that all of these products have coconut oil in them. So if you're somebody whose hair does not like coconut oil, you might want to stay away from these products because every single one of them has coconut oil in them. And as far as I know, none of them have protein in them, which is unfortunate. My hair really loves protein, but we'll go ahead and give these a try because my hair also really likes coconut oil and my hair likes argan oil, which is in all of these as well. So the next thing we're gonna put in is going to be the 5-in-1 spray, and this says that it detangles, and that's number one, that it detangles and prevents breakage. 2, it offers up to 24-hour frizz control. And then 3, it provides, or it seals in moisture. And then number 4 is that it is a thermal protectant or thermal protection, offers thermal protection. Number 5 is that it softens and adds shine. So that's, I have to hold it way out here because I need reading glasses. The writing is really tiny. I'm just in denial about needing reading glasses. So I have to hold it 10 feet away, or as long as my arm can go. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and spray this. I'm gonna spray it into my hand first just to see what it looks like. And so here's what the product is looking like, and you can see that it's runny, but it's got kind of a milky texture to it. And so I'm just going to actually apply it this way. I'm gonna spray it in my hand and then put it in my hair, especially with something like this that's a little bit more milky. I really prefer to put things in this way rather than spraying it into my hair. It just gives me a little bit more control over how the product is being applied and distributed throughout my hair. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and use my brush and brush it through for even distribution. And this definitely has some really good slip. My hair was already detangled from in the shower anyway, but I can certainly feel that my brush is just gliding right through my hair. So for that, it's doing pretty darn good. I do like that. And then we'll have to see how well it does with the frizz control over the next couple of days, because as per usual with all of my reviews, I will be showing you my first impressions throughout today, and then I will also show you my day 2 and day 3 results with no refreshing, so that you can see how well all the products hold up without any sort of interference from me. Now that my hair is prepped, we're gonna go ahead and move on with the styling routine. I am gonna go ahead and apply my curl cream the way that I normally do, section by section, and then brush style it in, and then I will be applying the other 2 stylers after that. And for this review, I'm going to do the gel on one side and the mousse on the other side. I'm not sure which side I'm gonna do yet. I would ordinarily myself, I would probably just layer these 2 together because that's what I like to do. However, for this review, I will do a side-by-side comparison so we can see how much hold each has to offer, how much frizz control each has to offer, that kind of thing. That is how we're going to go ahead and do this today. But first, the curl cream. So I'm gonna start with about that much. And now this stuff is pretty thick feeling and it's pretty creamy. It almost feels like there's a little bit of a waxiness to it, but not waxy, just a little bit, if that makes any sense. Probably not. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and brush through it with my brush really quickly before I start brush styling, just to evenly distribute that. And now I'm just gonna go ahead and get started brush styling my hair. And I brush through a couple of times to really smooth it out, and then I give it some tension. And I'm gonna continue doing this until it's in throughout all the rest of my hair, and I'll be back to show you the application of the mousse and the gel. The curl cream is now applied, and it does have a decent amount of slip. I can't say that it's got the best slip that I've ever worked with for a curl cream, but it has a decent amount. I do think that because it does feel kind of heavy, that it might be a little too heavy for some really fine, easily weighed down hair. So that's just something to think about when trying to decide whether or not to purchase this. I do think it might be a little bit heavy, but we'll see as we go along and see what the dried finished product looks like. And then as far as the smell of the spray and the curl cream goes, they both smell like the conditioner, so kind of that tropical coconutty kind of smell. And now we're gonna go ahead and apply the mousse, and I'm gonna put the mousse on this side. So I'm gonna go ahead and give it a good shake, and then get a decent sized dollop and put it on this side of my hair. Okay, so it came out like it was gonna be more dense, but as I'm just trying to spread it between my 2 hands, it's disappearing pretty quickly. So it's not incredibly dense, and this smells maybe a little bit more flowery, botanical than the other stuff, not nearly as coconutty and tropical. I'm gonna go ahead and put another dollop in to try to make sure that I have all of this covered, both the front and the back, and then get a little bit up at the top here so we can try to get some volume and also get some hold and definition up at the roots. And now time for the curl shaping jelly. And true to its name, that's kind of what it looks like. It's a little liquidy because as you saw, it ran down my hand really quickly, but there is a little bit of a thickness to it in how it feels. So I'm just gonna go ahead and glaze this over and scrunch it in, and then apply just a little bit more. So another blob. So both of those distributed and scrunched into my hair fairly easily. And now that those are all applied, I'm gonna go ahead and diffuse my hair, and then I'll be back and I'll show you what it looks like dry and whether or not there's any crunch to scrunch out. I'll be back in a few. I'm back with dry hair now, and I'm gonna go ahead and put in my Verb Ghost Oil. There wasn't really a serum that came with this, so I'm just gonna go ahead and put this in. And there really isn't a cast at all. Like, it looks like there is visually, but there doesn't feel like one. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put in the Verb Ghost Oil and scrunch this out and fluff it up and see what we have going on. And here are my results. So let's take a good close look at what's going on. You can see I have minimal frizz. I've got some nice curl definition. I have some curl going all the way up into my roots, which is really great. I feel like I've actually got some decent hold. My hair feels pretty soft on both sides, but not too soft. It actually feels softer on the mousse side than it does on the gel side, but like minimal. I actually have less volume on the side of the mousse than I expected. I kind of expected that to give me a little bit more volume, but it's not bad. Overall, I'm really liking it. I've got some great shine on both sides, and my hair doesn't feel weighed down. So even though that cream felt really thick and kind of waxy, I don't feel any kind of waxy residue on my hair now that it's dry. It feels pretty good. I don't feel like I've got overly producty hair or anything like that. So yeah, my first impressions are that these styling products are pretty good. I probably would combine the mousse and the gel regardless. I just like doing that, but for how they're looking right now, I think I kind of like the gel side a little bit better than the mousse side, but we'll see as the days go on. So I will cut this off here, and then I'll see you tomorrow morning, and we'll take a look at how it looks then. See you tomorrow morning, and welcome to day 2. So this is what my hair is looking like today. I have a couple of wonky bits right up here. That typically happens, like these, I don't know, I think they get misshaped by the bonnet when I'm sleeping at night, and then they do weird little things like that. But overall, the frizz is not looking too bad, and my curls are holding up really, really well. I don't see a whole lot of really flattened out or strange curls other than these couple up here at the front. But other than that, the hold is really great on both sides, and I still have a decent amount of definition, and like I said, the frizz is not that bad. So all I've done is taken my hair out of the bonnet and just let it settle. So I'm gonna go ahead and give it a fluff and see if we can get some volume back into here. Okay, so we definitely got a little bit more volume back in here, and that didn't add a whole lot of more frizz by giving it a good fluff. So that's a good thing. So overall, I'm pretty impressed. Everything is looking really good. This is really good day 2 hair, and I can't really complain about it. I mean, like I said, I do have these wonky bits up front, but it doesn't matter what I use. Sometimes just sleeping with these, they get kind of squished weird in the bonnet, and then I just have to fix them or pin them back or whatever. But I'm just gonna leave them and just see how things pan out for the rest of the day today, and then check back in tomorrow. But overall, my hair is feeling really good, looking really good, and that menthol smell did not stick around. I don't smell that on here at all anymore. My hair just smells kind of fresh and clean. I can still smell a little bit of that coconutty smell, but thankfully the menthol smell is gone. So I'm just gonna go ahead and say goodbye for today, and then I'll see you tomorrow, and I'll give you my final review on the products and show you what day 3 looks like. See you tomorrow. Good morning, it is day 3, and I just woke up a little bit ago, took my bonnet off, let my hair settle while I was eating breakfast and drinking my coffee. So I'm actually still in my jammies, naked face, because it's my birthday today and I want to hang out in my jammies for a while and not do anything. But anyway, let's take a look at what the hair is looking like today. It is a little bit more frizzy than it was yesterday. The curls are actually still holding up really well. I still have some decently defined curls. I do have a few more stretched out curls and wonky bits. And these in the front settled down a little bit. I mean, I do have this one rogue, I don't know, whatever this is doing. But that happens a lot of times because of the bonnet, like I said before. But over here, this is looking pretty good too. Everything is holding up really well. My hair still feels pretty good. It's starting to feel a little bit drier than it did the previous 2 days, but not overly dry. Like, I don't feel like my hair is being like just sucked dry of all moisture and conditioning. So it is feeling pretty good. What I can't tell is like a really major difference between the gel and the mousse. I think maybe the gel held up a little bit better than the mousse side, but not by much because the curls look pretty good over here too. I'm gonna go ahead and give my hair a little bit of a fluff just to see if we can get some volume in here and what that looks like. Okay, so definitely a little bit more volume, and you know, like I got a little bit more frizz from doing that, but not a whole lot. overall it's looking really good. And I have to say that I am liking pretty much all of these products. The one that I really don't like is most definitely the shampoo. I will be getting rid of the shampoo. I don't like what it does to my hair. I don't like the smell of it. So that is definitely gonna go. I'm glad it didn't stick around, and then the fragrance of the rest of these products really don't linger a whole lot. Like, I can kind of catch a whiff of it every now and then, but it's nothing that's like really overpowering or constantly, you know, hitting me or anything like that. For the most part, my hair just smells kind of nice and clean and fresh, and just smells, you know, overall pretty good. So I don't have any complaints about the fragrance of the rest of the products, just the shampoo. But I don't like what it does for my hair anyway, so it's not a really big deal. The conditioner is pretty good. I think it's pretty lightweight. It did give my hair a lot of slip, and it did make my hair feel pretty well conditioned, especially after the shampoo made it feel kind of dry and tangly. So I do like the conditioner. Is it something that's going to replace one of my current favorites? Probably not, but it is a pretty good conditioner. And then as far as that spray, that was the 5-in-1. I love that it's a heat protectant, and it felt really lightweight. I don't feel like it really weighed my hair down or anything like that. And I do think it's something that would work really well for fine, easily weighed down hair to do all the things that it says that it did. And I do feel like it gave some pretty decent frizz control for the first couple of days. And it said that it gives frizz control for 24 hours. And now, I don't live in a humid climate. I do live in a very dry climate, so I can't tell you how well these perform against humidity. It wasn't humid here for the past few days while I've been testing these out, so I can't really speak to that. But I really do think that my frizz was under control for both wash day and then also for day 2, so that was good. And then the curl cream, I feel like gave my hair nice, defined, and some really good clumps. And it did have a weird kind of waxy texture in my hands, but it didn't leave any of that on my hair, so that's really good. It might be just a tad too heavy for people with fine hair, but then again, maybe not, because like I said, I didn't really feel any of that kind of waxiness on my hair. So it would be one of those, try it using a small amount first if you have fine, easily weighed down hair, but that's kind of my recommendation for pretty much any product, just because you can overdo it pretty quickly with just about anything when it comes to fine, easily weighed down hair. So starting with a smaller amount is always the best way to go. And then as far as like the mousse and the gel go, I don't feel like they weighed my hair down. Do I feel like they gave my hair a lot of volume? Not really. I would have liked to have seen more volume from the mousse than what I did. I actually feel like the gel gave me a little bit more volume, but then it kind of evened out. And overall, I feel like they both have some decent hold. I don't feel like one has more hold than the other, or at least not a whole lot more hold than the other. Maybe the gel just has a little bit more hold than the mousse, but the difference is so subtle that it's really hard to tell. And probably going forward, I will play around with just combining the two of them together. And obviously, as I always do, I will very likely be combining them with stuff from different brands as well. I do really like the stylers. I like that prep spray. Like I said, the thermal protection is a really great idea. I really wish more brands would put that in leave-in conditioners and styling products rather than having to buy just a thermal protectant and adding that into the routine. It's nice when they make a combined product that covers all the bases. So I do really like that about that as well. I would have liked to seen some protein in these products, but my hair liked them anyway because of the large amount of coconut oil. But for those of you whose hair doesn't really like coconut oil, that's not really gonna help you a whole heck of a lot. But for those of us who have hair that just sucks it right up and loves every tiny drop of coconut oil it can get, your hair will probably like these products. So overall, I'd have to say that these products get a good thumbs up from me, except for the shampoo. I can't recommend that. Maybe other people have had different experiences with the shampoo, but my experience is it's a no-go for me. So I would say use caution with the shampoo, but as far as everything else, I think these are really great products. You can't beat the price on these. Hopefully you found this review helpful. If you like this video, please go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. And as always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.